During big holidays, it is a very lucrative business to sell alcohol in Finland, as it seems difficult to celebrate anything without the help of alcohol.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
The least sober holiday is midsummer, but at third on the list there is this warm-up holiday for the summer, Vappu. People have celebrated Vappu in Finland and in Europe for centuries, but with a different twist than what it is nowadays. Back in the day, the festivities around Vappu centered around the beginning of summer. People wishing for good season for crops and cattle, that sort of stuff. And apparently, the name Vappu comes from the Saint Walburga. But if you ask an average Finn, they likely have no clue that these things are connected to Vappu, as the holiday has gotten more meanings over the years. During Vappu, there are different events and parades where you can see unusual and old stuff, like cars, tractors and ideologies. Finns naturally use this situation to their benefit and go to the marketplace where you can find Vappu trinkets like balloons and whatnot, but the only thing that draws me to the Vappu markets is the licorice. If we think about the traditions of Vappu through cuisine, there are a few traditional Vappu delicacies like munkki and tippaleipä, which looks like your brain on cocaine. You can also find hot dogs and potato salad from a Vappu brunch. But these bangers will work no matter what the festivities are, so I wouldn't call them Vappu exclusives. Traditional drink to wash down your Vappu delicacies is none other than sima, a Finnish spin on mead. You can buy your sima from the supermarket, but at its best, or worst, sima is when you make it yourself in a bucket. The process of making sima is not that complicated, and with a little bit of practice, you can do it, as the saying goes, sateessa, sumussa ja 7 pullon simassa. The beginning of spring has traditionally been a special time for workers, but the events of Haymarket in 1886 pinpointed the 1st of May as the celebration of workers. In Finland, Vappu is also a flag day as the celebration of Finnish work. So it is only natural that it is also a national holiday and nobody works.
Ei maistu työt ainakaan näin vappuna.
Besides workers, the academics have also celebrated Vappu for quite a long time. And they assert their dominance on this holiday by placing their signature hats on statues. Perhaps the most visible aspect in the Finnish Vappu is the celebration of students, most notably engineering students. During the time of Vappu, and maybe on other times, the fine line separating these students from the degenerate life of alcoholics is being present in some educational establishments' attendee list. For students, Vappu is not just a single date. It is a period of time that starts earlier year after year. Although some would argue that Vappu never starts, nor it never ends. This is supported by the popular saying
Vapu ei lopu.
and a song by JVG, Ikuinen Vappu. It is quite easy to spot a student as they are likely wearing their overalls and a specific hat depending on their field of studies. And for you haters out there, students are not only partying and leeching taxpayers' money, as they also crank up their output in the world of fine arts during Vappu. Many student organizations will run their own radio station and publish these small magazines. If you are now wondering what these magazines contain, I can tell you that, for example, the sole purpose of Vappu magazine, Öpinen, is to be less tasteful and contain more dumb humor than the previous publications. For many engineering students, Vappu is a divider between the cheerful life of students and the bleak mundane rat race, as many students start their summer jobs in May. Although, if you've had a long Vappu, starting work might be difficult at the 2nd of May, as you might still be at the after party in the Lisko Disco.